Some outfits make headlines for all the wrong reasons. Saturday Night Live and talk shows are places where stars shine, but sometimes their fashion choices miss the mark completely. Today, we're going to show you the worst dresses ever worn on these shows. 1. Cecily Strong Clown Outfit. One of the most memorable, worst-dressed moments in Saturday Night Live history came when Cecily Strong wore a clown costume during a sketch about abortion rights. The sketch was meant to address the serious and sensitive issue of abortion rights. However, Cecily Strong's character appeared in a full clown costume, complete with a red nose, colorful wig, and exaggerated makeup. While the intention was to bring humor to the debate around politics and abortion, the outfit completely ruined the serious message. The sight of a clown talking about such an important issue felt completely out of place.
And I had at 23 is my personal clown business, but that's all some people in this country want to discuss all the time.
Making the situation awkward instead of funny. Abortion rights are a sensitive and highly debated issue, and dressing a character in a clown outfit while discussing it,
big group of clowns, one clown will go out on a limb and say she's had an abortion, and then like 8 other clowns at the table say they've had an abortion too, because that's how common it is.
Was seen as disrespectful by many. This incident has gone down as one of the most worst-dressed moments, where the costume choice overshadowed the message and created a lot of controversy. 2. Anya Taylor-Joy dress at SNL 50th anniversary. Another one of the fashion fails from Saturday Night Live happened during the 50th anniversary special in 2025, when actress Anya Taylor-Joy wore a two-piece ensemble by Mugler. However, instead of receiving praise for its boldness, it quickly became one of the most talked-about fashion disasters of the event. The two-piece featured a tight-fitting top and an equally snug skirt, but many viewers felt that it didn't flatter Anya's figure as much as it should have. The tight, shiny fabric seemed to cling uncomfortably to her frame, and the overall look felt bad. The two-piece didn't stand out in a positive way, and many fans couldn't help but wonder why she had chosen such a bold, outdated look for such an important occasion. 3. Kristen Wiig's hilarious Dooney's farewell dress on SNL. Kristen Wiig's Dooney's character on Saturday Night Live, SNL, became one of the most memorable moments in the show's history. She wore a very strange outfit. Her dress was huge and oversized, looking more like a giant piece of fabric than a fashionable dress. The outfit had a large, awkward bow on top, which added to its bizarre and comical look. The outfit was part of the humor of the sketch. Kristen's character, Dooney's, was designed to be funny by exaggerating fashion in an absurd way. The dress and the bow were intentionally over the top, making the character look ridiculous. This was done to make the audience laugh, and it certainly worked.
I don't hate it. I can't believe I'm saying this.
Kristen Wiig's commitment to playing this weird character with such a strange outfit made the whole sketch even funnier.
I'll be your sweetheart.
Although it was meant to be a joke, the outfit became a hot topic after the show. People talked about how strange and funny it looked. This moment stood out as one of the most talked-about fashion choices on SNL, and it remains one of the funniest, worst-dressed moments ever. 4. Chloe Fineman's sleeping bag dress on SNL. Chloe Fineman, on Saturday Night Live, wore an unforgettable dress that had everyone talking. In one particular episode, Chloe wore what could be described as a sleeping bag dress, which was both funny and odd. The dress looked like a giant puffy blanket or sleeping bag, and Chloe wore it with complete confidence. The design of the dress was exaggerated, and it became one of the most talked-about outfits on SNL. The large, baggy look made the costume not stylish, but funny. The whole point of the outfit was to show how fashion trends can sometimes look impractical. Chloe Fineman's sleeping bag dress became a funny fashion statement that fans still talk about. 5. Heidi Klum flashes. Almost everything on Jay Leno show. Heidi Klum's outfit on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno is still remembered as one of the worst fashion choices ever seen on a talk show. She wore a black dress that was way too revealing for a TV interview. The dress had a very high slit up the leg and a low neckline, and this made it hard to watch without feeling uncomfortable. Things got even worse when she jumped up on Jay Leno's desk and started dancing. At that point, it felt like she was just seconds away from showing everything, including the V. The dress didn't cover much, and it looked like she wasn't wearing proper undergarments either. It was awkward, and too much for a primetime show. Instead of looking glamorous or fun, she came off like she was trying too hard to get attention in the wrong way. 6. Jaime Pressly. On Jay Leno Show. Jaime Pressly's appearance on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno back in 2006 is still talked about, but not for the right reasons. Her outfit that night was a total fashion disaster and has often been listed among the worst looks ever seen on a talk show. She walked on stage in a dress that looked more like a beach cover-up than something to wear on national television. The color was a dull, pale green that completely washed her out, and the material looked cheap and flimsy, almost like something you'd find in a bargain bin. The top of the dress had a strange cut that didn't fit her well. It hung awkwardly around her chest, and the straps looked like they were barely holding the whole thing, boobs, together. The entire outfit felt rushed, like it was thrown at the last minute without a mirror check. It didn't do anything to highlight her natural beauty or figure. Instead, it felt more like she was trying too hard to look sexy, and it ended up being more awkward than attractive. To make matters worse, the styling didn't help at all. Her hair was pulled back in a slick, tight ponytail that made the whole look feel even more unbalanced. The heavy eyeliner and shiny lip gloss made her look more like she was heading to a nightclub than sitting down for a light talk show interview. 7. Mandy Moore with Conan O'Brien. Mandy Moore's appearance on Late Night with Conan O'Brien on July 17, 2003, might have been meant to promote her film How to Deal, but her fashion choices that night made more headlines than the movie itself. Mandy was wearing a light-colored tank top and a pair of extremely low-rise panties. The top was simple to the point of being bland, offering no shape or structure. Although trendy back then, did nothing to flatter her figure. The combination gave off a vibe that was far too casual for a talk show, especially one hosted by someone as Conan. Her hair and makeup were equally low-key. There was nothing memorable about it except how forgettable it was. What makes it worse is that Mandy Moore is usually someone who shows up looking polished, radiant, and age-appropriate. If we're ranking talk show looks, this one lands near the bottom. 8. Jolie Fisher. Outfit. That raised eyebrows on live TV. Jolie Fisher appearance on The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson on September 13, 2006, was unforgettable, but not in a good way. The dress she wore was extremely inappropriate for a talk show. It looked more like something meant for a nightclub or a red carpet after-party than for a friendly TV interview.
So how many kids have you got now then? There's two? Because you could probably do a lot more. I'm just saying, you could have more kids if you wanted.
I have two girls, Skylar, who you know. She's 5 years old, and True, who's 7 months. And then I have two stepsons, who are 20 and 18, Cameron and Colin, yes.
Right.
She wore a shiny black dress that was very tight and showed way too much skin. The neckline was extremely low, going down so far that it felt uncomfortable to watch. It was the kind of outfit that made people wonder if it was a mistake or if she was trying way too hard to be sexy. The dress also had a very high slit, which showed off a lot of her legs every time she moved. For a national TV show, especially one watched by families at night, it just didn't feel right. The material of the dress made things worse. It was glossy and clung to her body, highlighting everything and leaving very little to the imagination. People usually wear stylish, elegant, or playful outfits to talk shows, but Jolie's dress just didn't fit the mood of the show at all. Her accessories added to the loudness of the look. She wore big, shiny earrings and high stiletto heels that made her outfit seem even more over the top. Her makeup was bold, too, with heavy eye makeup and glossy lips, and her hair was styled in big, bouncy curls. Altogether, it felt like she was dressed for a completely different event. Even Craig Ferguson seemed surprised when she walked out. You could tell he didn't expect such a daring outfit, and his expressions during the interview hinted at how awkward it felt. Instead of paying attention to what Jolie was saying, most viewers were just focused on the outfit, and not in a good way. In the end, Jolie's dress became the main topic instead of her interview.
They do a display of
Just like a
things.
Tupperware party?
It's a little bit like Tupperware.
Wow.
It's a little bit like Tupperware. They have videos. They have... I can't even talk about it now suddenly.
It was distracting, too revealing, and totally inappropriate for the setting. 9. Bridget Regan on Jimmy Kimmel. Bridget Regan appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live on November 6, 2008, wearing a dress that instantly got everyone talking, but not in the best way. While she was graceful as always, her outfit that night raised a few eyebrows. The dress she wore wasn't low-cut or flashy, but it was extremely tight, so tight that it showed absolutely everything. From the moment she walked on stage, it was clear the fabric was hugging her body too closely. The material didn't leave much room for comfort or modesty. Every curve and detail of her body was visible through the dress, and some viewers felt it left nothing to the imagination. The style might have worked on a red carpet or a photo shoot, but for a relaxed, sit-down talk show, it felt way too much. Bridget sat down with Jimmy Kimmel, smiling and chatting casually, but it was hard for the audience and even the host to focus on the conversation. The tightness of the dress became the unspoken center of attention. People watching at home were also quick to comment on how the outfit seemed more fit for a fashion show than a late-night interview. The choice of fabric didn't help either. It clung to her body in a way that made even small movements look exaggerated. It's not that the dress was inappropriate in a flashy or revealing way. It didn't have a deep neckline or a super short hem, but because it was so body-hugging, it crossed a line for some viewers. This appearance is often remembered not for what she said or did, but because of how tight and revealing her dress appeared on TV. 10. Sharon Stone with Craig Ferguson. The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson on October 31, 2005. And it quickly became one of the most memorable interviews on the show, not just because of the conversation.
Early as well, and look how well it turned out for me.
I see.
See, I've used my ancient Egyptology.
Yeah, good.
Do you like it? Are you interested?
I loved it.
But because of what she wore, Sharon showed up in a bold black outfit with an extremely low neckline that grabbed a lot of attention. The dress revealed a great amount of cleavage, which stood out immediately, especially considering the setting was a casual late-night talk show. The dress was sewn in a way that made it impossible to ignore. The neckline was very low, showing off most of her chest, and the tight fit added even more focus to the upper part of her body. It looked more like something for a red carpet fashion event or a glamorous movie premiere, rather than a sit-down interview on a TV show. Many viewers found the outfit surprising and even a little inappropriate for the show's tone. Sharon, however, seemed completely confident and comfortable in the outfit. She sat down, smiled, and engaged in a very lively and funny conversation with Craig Ferguson. They joked about age, dating, and even flirted a bit on screen.
Well, how are you?
Thank you.
Oh,
Thanks.
oh, you do. You look just
look
lovely.
good too.
Thank you very much indeed. I try my best.
The chemistry between them was undeniable, and even Craig admitted in later interviews that he was so impressed, he actually asked her out after the show. They did go on a date.
Sharon Stone.
Oh, Sharon Stone.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Wow, yeah.
And I had, I felt like, I mean, nothing ever happened. We just had dinner.
Right.
But both said it was a little awkward, and nothing serious came of it.
I think she felt awkward and I felt awkward.
11. Alyssa Milano on Jay Leno Show. Alyssa Milano, appearing on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno in 1998, is another fashion disaster. She was wearing a shiny brown outfit that showed a lot of skin. The dress had a very low neckline in the front and a high slit that showed most of her legs. It was very tight and made from a shiny fabric that stuck to her body. When she walked out onto the stage, even Jay Leno seemed a bit surprised. You could tell by his face that he didn't expect such a revealing outfit. During the interview, instead of people paying attention to what Alyssa was saying, many viewers couldn't stop looking at her dress. It became a big distraction. The dress was seen as too sexy and not suitable for a TV talk show. Some people thought she went too far with her fashion choice. Instead of making a strong or classy impression, the outfit made it hard for people to focus on anything else. Many fans and viewers later said that it would have been better if she had worn something more elegant or modest. In the end, Alyssa's appearance became more about her outfit than about what she talked about in the interview. 12th. Halle Berry with Jay Leno. Halle Berry's appearance on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno left a lot to be discussed, not just because of her usual charm, but also because of her outfit choice. She wore a black dress with a very low neckline that some people found to be a bit too much for the setting. The dress seemed more appropriate for a glamorous event rather than for a casual interview on a late-night talk show. The low neckline drew a lot of attention, and many felt that it distracted from the actual conversation. Instead of focusing on her words or her personality, viewers seemed more focused on her outfit. In this case, the dress made it hard to look past the bold style and focus on the conversation happening. Halle Berry is a beautiful and confident woman, and she usually makes great fashion choices. However, this dress felt a bit too revealing for the type of show she was on. The dress didn't match the tone of a casual chat with Jay Leno. It was flashy and attention-grabbing, which might have worked better in a more formal or exciting setting, but didn't really fit the atmosphere of a late-night interview. Her usual grace and confidence were still there, and she handled the interview with ease, but the dress took away from her natural presence. Instead of making the focus on her personality, and her career, the dress almost became the main topic of conversation. 13. Priyanka Chopra on Jimmy Fallon's show. Priyanka Chopra appeared on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon in February 2019. She looked confident and stylish, but many people had strong opinions about her outfit that night. She wore a shiny white pantsuit with beautiful sparkles all over it. But the thing that really got everyone talking was how low the neckline of her suit was. It was very deep and showed a lot of cleavage. Usually, when people go on talk shows like this, they wear something a little more covered or relaxed. But Priyanka's outfit was very bold and daring for a TV appearance. She didn't wear a shirt underneath the blazer, so the deep V shape of the suit made it more revealing. Some people thought it looked glamorous and fashionable, while others felt it was too much for a late-night show watched by all kinds of audiences. During the interview, Priyanka talked about her movie Isn't It Romantic and had a fun time chatting with Jimmy Fallon. She was laughing, telling stories, and being her usual charming self.
It's unbelievable.
He looks like such a prince.
He really does.
He really rocked that turban. It's hard to rock a turban with a feather.
Did you always know you were going to get married in India?
No, actually, I wanted to get married in some private island away from everything. And
But despite how well she handled the conversation, most people kept focusing on what she wore. For some viewers, the outfit distracted from what she was saying. It's clear that Priyanka loves fashion and isn't afraid to try bold looks. She often wears outfits that stand out and make headlines, and this pantsuit definitely made people notice. It had shiny beads, a sleek fit, and a bold cut. But the revealing top part of it made many people feel it wasn't the right choice for a show like Jimmy Fallon. 14. Alison Brie with Seth Meyers. Alison Brie appeared on Late Night with Seth Meyers in 2019 to promote her Netflix show Glow, where she plays a female wrestler. She talked about filming action scenes, doing her own stunts, and shared stories.
Have him pull a receipt out of my pocket, which was the action that he did on the show.
You have to be a dead person.
I'm dead, like, in a closet.
Gotcha.
And he finds me with another cop, and they, like, squat and have a serious scene, and then they find a receipt and, like, pull it out of my pocket.
The audience liked hearing about her work, and Seth Meyers asked her good questions about the challenges of playing such a physical and strong character.
So what's a good extra job?
Well, I had a couple. I was definitely like on that show American Dreams and would be like one of 5 girls.
Everything about the conversation was fun and interesting until people started focusing more on her outfit than what she was saying. Alison wore a shiny gold dress that caught a lot of attention. It had a deep neckline that showed a lot of cleavage. Because of the dress's flashy style and revealing cut, many people felt it didn't vibe with a talk show. The bright gold color and low neckline pulled all the attention away from her face and words. Viewers online commented that the outfit made them feel uncomfortable and it didn't feel appropriate for the setting. Alison is known for being bold and stylish, and this dress did show off her figure, but it was a little too much for a simple talk show interview. Instead of letting her talent and words shine, her dress became the main thing people talked about afterward. If you want more videos like this, do not forget to like, comment, and share. Also, don't not forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon.